Morning everybody, welcome back to the channel. Handy Andy here, and I have some exciting news. The Jeep, as you can see, is back home. On the 40th day, yesterday, 40th day the Jeep had been in the shop, it returned home. It's almost biblical. So they, J. Malone Motors in Hutchinson replaced the power inverter module. It took a long time to get the part, but they replaced it, put it in 2 days ago. Somebody took it home on an overnight test drive to make sure it was okay. And yesterday, on the 40th day it had been in the shop, the 29th business day, it returned home. We put a couple hundred miles on it yesterday, and it all seems really good. But let's back it outside and we'll talk a little bit more. All right, so one of the things that I read while this was in the shop, and I read on the forums, was about people having to check the fuses to make sure the fuses were seated. And I didn't know that. Oh, this is our first new Wrangler. I used to have an old one, but this is the first new Wrangler we've ever bought, and the first Jeep product we've ever bought, first Chrysler product we've ever owned. So I didn't know about the fuse thing, so I'm gonna check. Let's just check those and make sure they're seated properly, and then we'll go do a battery rundown test, see how many miles we get in electric mode. All right, so we've got the hood up here, and it looks to me like there's a fuse box right here behind the battery, or we can just pull these tabs, pop it up, and so we're just gonna make sure these fuses all feel like they are, wait, some of them do feel rather loose. All right, well, we got the cover back on there, and I did have a look in the owner's manual, and it looks like that's the main fuse block there, the only fuse block that I can tell on this vehicle, which makes sense. There's not a lot of room under the dash for fuses in these Wranglers, and so so yeah, we're glad to have it home. We're glad we got to drive it. Now the battery's full, so I have an errand to run, so come along with me and we'll see how many miles we can get on a full electric charge. All right, let's fire this thing up and go for a ride. So we're at 99% battery, and 1,097 miles. So I'm gonna put it in over here, right in electric mode, electric only, and we're just gonna see how many miles we can go. It says 25. I think it says in the range that we have 25, and so we'll see if we can do it while we run our errands this morning. In electric mode, full power is not available, and so we won't be doing any 0 to 60 tests or anything like that. We'll save that for another video, and some off-road and stuff like that. We'll do that in another video and talk more about this Wrangler Sahara 4xe. And I'll continue to give updates too about you know, how it's behaving now that we have it back from the dealer. So it was in the dealer 29 business days, and Minnesota's lemon law states that if a vehicle's at the dealer for service for the same issue for 30 business days total during the warranty period, then it qualifies as a lemon, and you can start the process. And so we just missed that, and we were following it. We we didn't really want to lemon this car. We really like it. Like I said, many things about it, but you know, we would have if we would have had to, if we would. But it's strange. I published those couple videos last couple weeks, and all of a sudden the part showed up at the dealer last week, and it wasn't supposed to be there till until November. So we're thrilled. So here we are in electric mode, as you can see, and you have to be a little careful. I'll try not to start the gas engine here, but if you floor it, it will start the gas engine. And so, but here we are, 56 miles an hour, and no problem. Gas engine's not running. All electric mode. I call it golf cart mode. We have a camper and we have a golf cart at the camper. It's 48 volts, and well, this is quite a bit different than driving that, but in some ways it's similar. Much more capable, of course, much more comfortable, but in some ways similar. And beautiful morning for a drive. So I'll check back in. We got 24 miles of range. I'll check back in a little later. Just show you here what kind of acceleration is possible. So this is all electric mode. Gas engine's not running. And we're going up a little incline here, and I'm not sure how much I can push it down, but still all electric. Speed's climbing. We're at 40 now, 45, 50. So you're not going to win any races in electric mode, that's for sure. But in hybrid mode, this thing feels like it can win a race. It's really, really good. Setting the cruise, by the way, the adaptive cruise. This is our favorite, one of our favorite features on this vehicle. Don't buy a vehicle in 2021 without adaptive cruise. Once you use it, it's an amazing feature, and I just feel like in 5 years, when people are looking to buy a used car, people are going to look for cars with adaptive cruise, at least. And so for resale value, you want to get adaptive cruise if you can. Okay, we'll check back in. We got 22 miles range left here, 89%, and check back in later. All right, well, I have successfully completed my errands. I'm gonna make sure we go back into electric mode. So we are down to 27% battery life and 7 miles of range here after driving around town. I had to get a new battery for my lawn tractor. I have a little 345 John Deere that wouldn't start last night. Needed a new cable, and the battery was from 2010, 11 years old. That's what it says. That was the sticker on it. And I just replaced it. It was a Group 51 battery. I bought one here at Napa. That's where I could find one. Couldn't find any interstates. But I bought a Napa, $160 with tax for the new battery for my lawn tractor. Wow. I haven't bought a battery for a while. So, anyway, we're going to see here 7 miles of range left. So that would put us at 23 miles total electric range, which is not bad. That's a couple more miles than advertised. But it's a, you know, relatively nice day out. We're not using much energy with the HVAC system. So, we'll see what we get. And we're down to 16% battery life, 4 miles of remaining. And I just want to show you this, how great this adaptive cruise is. So I'm setting the speed at 64 miles an hour. And we've got some slow traffic up there. But show you how great this is. Well, maybe the traffic sped up. But okay, we'll set it to 68. So I can demonstrate it. Rain is starting to fall a little bit here, and show you the Wrangler wipers. Very short windshield different experience to sit in here and watch the windshield wipers work. But yeah, this traffic decided to really speed up here, but I think we'll get the adaptive cruise to kick in. So right now it's just speeding me along, but you'll see now it's going to settle in here right behind this vehicle, and it'll just slow down and follow. And I have it set for 3 car lengths, and I can decrease that to 1 car length, and we'll get a lot closer. Let's see there. Now it is set up, so if I decided to pass, I put on my left blinker and pull out, it would automatically accelerate past these vehicles as well, which is really cool. So now I'm going to increase the car lengths because I think that's a little close. And you can go up to 4 car lengths back, but I like to be at about 2 or 3, depending on speed and everything else. So you see, cruise is set at 68, but we are going 59 and just kind of following right behind these vehicles. So we're down to 3% battery, 2 miles of range. Not going to make it too much farther on electric power alone. What happens when it depletes is it'll just automatically switch over to hybrid. And this actually really isn't that much different than when you're in hybrid mode. The hybrid mode will run the engine a lot more and you'll have a lot more power available. But hybrid mode does also deplete the electric motor first, sort of, before it runs on gasoline alone. It won't, unless you have it in e-save mode, which is a mode you can have it in. It won't kind of save that battery power. It'll deplete the battery and then run in hybrid mode. So we're down to 1 mile of range, 1% battery life, and we're already at, we have gone 21 miles on electric only power. And so not too bad here. Cruising along at 61 miles an hour. You see the Jeep is quiet inside when you got the top on, and it's really comfortable to drive. Really nice vehicle. And it's showing 0 miles of range, but we're still in electric mode. And so yeah, we've gone 21 miles, running our errands, bopping around town. See how much longer we can go. We're at 22 miles now. We've gone in electric only. We're down to 1%. There we go. So 22 miles is what we made it, and it has switched over to hybrid, under 1% battery, and now we're in hybrid power only. So I hope that gave you some idea of real world, how this 4xe functions on a pretty nice day, but still with the HVAC on. And you see there I put my left blinker on. I thought I was going to pass, so it accelerated, but I'm actually turning left. So we'll just stop here, and so now that we're in hybrid mode, I'll show you some acceleration. And so just to get an idea, I don't have a stopwatch out right now, but I will just show you here what kind of acceleration we can have here. And it's really amazing, actually. A lot of power in this vehicle. I think it's supposed to be in the 6s or 7s. So we'll do a 0 to 60 test at some point. But probably best when we have some juice in the battery. But we'll check back in. So great to have the Jeep back. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you found this video informative. If you did, if you'd hit like, subscribe. I'll be posting some off-road videos, 0 to 60. Any issues we have with it coming up, I'll be sure to post those to the channel as well, and we'll just keep following this. It's a really unique vehicle. We like it a lot. We'll talk about the tax credit when tax season rolls around. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Handy Andy here, signing off.